Oh, I'll. Good morning, Horn First 931. I'm your host of the show, all the way from Zora's Tea Room and Cafe.
Good morning, guys. I'm Brian Carr in La Casa here in the El Stato of Dibrell, and we're excited to be with you guys today. Hey, it's going to be a great day today. Kelly's got some wonderful guests. Kelly, we'll jump to the weather real quick because I want you to tell us about the wonderful friends that you got there with you. But currently, right now, guys, we're going to add this to the stage. It's 72 degrees in Warren County at the Warren County Memorial Airport. It's going to be a really nice set of days. Doesn't look like we're going to have any rain until about Thursday. But guys, we're so blessed, and thank you, Reddick Brown Ford, for being our weather sponsor, because without you guys, we would not be able to do what we do. And guys, if you haven't, you need to go down and see our good friends, especially you nurserymen, because they got some wonderful they're not just trucks. They're trucks, and then there are nursery vehicles that are made for the type of work that you need to be doing with this wonderful weather. But good morning, and again, thank you, Reddick Brown Ford, for being our weather sponsor.
Exactly, guys. So speaking of the Warren County Memorial Airport, we have the two of the three fine gentlemen that was supposed to be here today. Shout out to Thomas. We understand you couldn't make it, but that is okay. I won't hate you this time, the next time you guys show up. But we have with us Michael Turner and Caesar, like the salad, with us here. And they are with the Middle Tennessee Skydiving Group. And this is, we saw the sign. I'm just going to tell y'all how this happened. Sydney was out in the Centertown community, that area over there. And she's like, Kelly, have you seen this? Because she loves skydiving. Mm-hmm. I am deathly afraid of heights. Maybe y'all can convince me otherwise. But she was like, you need to get in touch with so-and-so. So we talked to Mr. Dyer, and then Mr. Dyer gave us y'all's information. Mm-hmm. And then that's why they're here today. So I think it's so exciting. Warren County is ever so growing, and the surrounding communities with us. But why, what made y'all decide to, pick our town out to try this out? I mean, how'd this all come about for you guys?
Well, you're in a densely populated area in the greater Nashville area. And your airport and Jim Dyer was willing to let us set up operation at the airport and start a skydiving business, which is very difficult to do and get airports to agree to do.
Yeah.
So we came here. They were very warm and welcoming and happy to have us and eager to help us in any way they could. So we really appreciate all that.
I love that. So how can I see it says tandem jump, which that means two people. So what all do you guys offer with the skydiving?
Okay, we are a tandem only operation. Okay. So we don't have any licensed fun jumpers that are out there jumping. So if you want to come for your first skydiving experience, or you want to start your training for skydiving, the first thing you have to do is a tandem jump.
Okay.
So you would you'd go online, you would skydivingforfun.com. You'd look on there. We have online booking. You'd set it up. You'd decide what package you want to get. If you want to do just a skydive or a skydive and pictures, or skydive pictures and video.
Yeah.
And we're also on Groupon.
Okay.
But you'll come. You can plan to spend anywhere from about depending on how busy it is and with weather conditions, and how quickly you get comfortable. Expect to spend between 2 and 4 hours there once you book to come out before you're rolling out the door of the skydive. We hope that lots of you come and support us so that we can stay here and continue to do this.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
So what now? Do you jump? Are you part of the tandem? Or are you just the marketing, the PR? What do you do?
Well, I'm an aircraft mechanic.
Okay.
And Thomas and I started this venture together. I'll give you a little bit of background about Thomas and I. Thomas is a tandem instructor also and a commercial pilot.
Okay.
Thomas actually holds the world record for the world's highest tandem skydive
Oh my
from
gosh.
42,917 feet, so up above where airliners fly. We both work for a skydiving center
Mhm.
called West Tennessee Skydiving.
Okay.
It's been established there for about 35 years.
Mhm.
And actually, he was the one that kind of recommended maybe this area.
Okay.
And Caesar has come here. He is learning. He's trying to get ratings and stuff. So he's come here. He's one of our tandem instructors. He's our rigger.
Okay.
So he repacks the reserve parachutes.
Okay.
And takes care of
Safety guy.
and maintains and takes care of all the equipment.
Okay.
And I take care of the maintenance on the aircraft, upkeep of it, and then as a group we make this thing happen.
I love that. So, talking with Caesar, like when you have you jumped with people already? How does that? I don't know how that works.
Yeah, well, you need to have a training, of course, that
Yeah.
is growing from simple to complex to get your sport license at the
Mhm.
beginning. Then you can start to growing up in different kind of license till you reach a level that you can become an instructor.
Mhm.
And when you get the level of an instructor over there, you get, of course, experience to become an instructor of instructors.
Yeah.
That is my plan that I'm training forward. So that's why at the beginning, I help a little bit maybe of the training of Thomas,
Yeah.
and now he's a world record. So now
Yeah.
he's teaching me another kind of things, and it's a continuous feedback over there. It's the same with Michael, that he has over there the mechanical airplane
Yeah.
in a
The
perfectly good
mechanics. Yeah.
conditions for jumping. So that's why always learning in a different kind of areas and
Yeah.
try to support them the most possible too.
So just thinking as I'm talking to you guys, like, can anybody jump? Is there an age limit? Is there a health concern? Is that something that is brought up a lot?
There's a few different limitations. We've taken at West Tennessee Skydiving, we've taken 100-year-olds for skydives.
No way.
100 or 100-year-old, several 80-year-olds, and a lot of 70-year-olds. Pretty much, if you can sit in a chair and pick your feet up, and you don't have any underlying heart conditions or any kind of things like that, you don't need to get excited or startled,
Yeah.
and you're not pregnant, then pretty much you'd be healthy enough and in good enough shape to go skydive. The instructors are going to take the brunt of the load and everything, and you're just kind of there to be a happy little passenger and hang around, unless you want to fly the parachute or you're going from that tandem into learning how to skydive.
Okay.
So
what's the youngest that y'all experienced with?
18
is
the youngest that we can do here.
Okay.
So
here in America, for sure, in
Yeah.
South America and other places, you have different kind of restrictions
Okay.
that can apply over there. So
Of course. Yeah.
Depending
Even
on-
the drinking restrictions change. I get it. No, but I think this is excellent. So they can either go online, which is www.skydivingforfun.com, or you can call you guys at what number was that?
629-262-8151.
And then, like I say, you can get photos, a video, and thanks to Brian for sharing all this information while we were talking, guys. I mean, and we're already getting feedback. So, no, my husband wants to do. Okay, so Sydney. Oh, she corrected me. It's not Sydney that wanted to do the flight. It's her husband, Kevin. He loves jumping out. And I think he's already jumped out of planes before because he was in the armed forces.
Oh.
And so she wants to do it. I'm good to stay in the
Sydney,
perfect.
we offer package deals for husbands and wives. So
hey, bundle up. You
That's
get
right.
a discount.
and also for a second jump, you have a discount too in case
Oh,
that
okay.
you book in and you can
You want to do it
do
again?
it again at
Okay.
any point. And other myth, as you say over there, that you are scared to heights.
Yeah.
Over there, you don't have point of reference at 10,000 feet,
Yeah.
So over there, you cannot be scared at heights. Maybe you are scared of exiting from the aircraft.
Probably.
But
I'm scared of the sudden stop at the end. It's not the height, it's the sudden stop.
Yeah, well, that's why we're training.
I'm going to tell you, if Caesar keeps talking to me, I may have to do this, like for my 50th birthday or something.
well, if I could recommend to anybody, and don't wait till your 50th.
Yeah.
If I could recommend that somebody do anything once in their life.
Yeah.
If they shy away from everything else, skydiving is it. It's the one thing that I think everybody should go do. You'll never see the world from that perspective.
Oh, that's true.
It is such a thrilling experience, and I recommend that you book 2 of them so that you can be over some of the fear on the second one
for the initial.
and enjoy the sights and actually enjoy and see and experience more of the skydive, the mechanics of it and how it happens.
I agree. Because you know what? I do get in the airplane to go travel, but yeah, the exiting part, like you're probably right.
But after the exit, you will feel like a bird. And actually, when we are children, we always dream with flying. And,
that is true.
And all humanity in the past have been dreaming for being this moment available for jumping, you know. So now that we can do it safely, the idea is...
Have y'all had people that had, that were scared of heights that, went in and then came out like, I can't believe I was that, they just got over it and they're like, I can't believe I waited this long.
Absolutely. What I've observed with seeing a lot of them is that the ones that come in and are overly confident are usually the ones that tuck their tail and leave afterwards. And the ones that are scared, the ones that have a lot of animosity or a lot of reservation about it, get in the airplane and they have such a magnificent time and they love it.
Oh wow!
Because also it's not like a roller coaster, for example, that you have that kind of acceleration that you feel that the stomach rushing over there. You don't feel like that, and so it's completely different. The sensation over there. That's why I'm telling you, psychologically, the exit is the most difficult part.
Yeah.
But when you exit the aircraft, I tell to the people over there, you will feel like a bird or like a falcon or whatever you know in there. You will just enjoy it. You will be just laughing. And the other concern about Melody over there, of course, the landing, it's variable depending on the techniques or the condition or everything, but we try to do it in the proper way that you can enjoy it and repeat the experience.
With the tandem jumping, essentially, like y'all said, the person's just like, I'll just be there to enjoy the view and everything else. The person that is attached to me is going to control everything.
Well, they can. Or they can share.
For me, it would be everything.
You would more than likely want to fly the canopy because he'd say, look, we pull on this and we go that way, and you pull on this and you go that way.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, woo! Like
in general, we want to make the adventure the most complete for you. So we training you a kind of a student way. Yeah. But depending on your skills, it will be more like a skydiver or more like a passenger, So
I gotcha.
Depending on
I'm already just pretty safe. If I get the balls to do this, I'm passenger for the first ride.
But at the end of the day, you don't need to do too much more than hold the harness, breathe, and lean back,
See, I feel like I need to turn around and hold you, and you need to cradle me like a baby. Has anybody ever asked that? Like, turn me around now. Turn me around. Let's switch this.
A koala harness.
Yes, a koala harness. Yes, sir.
And you will lose a little bit the view. That's the idea, that you can look at a little bit of the landscape.
See, I just think for me, I'd have to get over and go like the exit part, and then I can enjoy the view the second part. If that makes sense, Well, I may close my eyes or fall asleep.
We can get you over the exit part real easy. We'll just tell you, let's just look outside.
Yeah, now you're telling me what to prepare for.
The people that are more scary about the exit, when we landing over there and we ask it, which part did you like more, the exit, the free fall, the canopy, or the landing? They say, actually, the part that I most enjoyed was the exit because I was terrified, and after that, I enjoyed it completely. So
I love that. That's great.
Completely in 180 degrees your perspective.
I'm turning 42, so maybe 45 is the magical number, right?
Kelly, if I can jump in.
Please.
Sydney has said she'll jump if you do it, Kelly. So you do have a partner to be able to.
What are you doing?
Well, just hang on here. I'll get on the schedule. What day would we like to book? Saturday or Friday?
Dude, you don't even want to look at my schedule right now. We are in election season, and it is booked.
Everybody is more than welcome to come over here to the airport and see over there the operation, working the landings and the full skydiving.
Yeah, my husband, I know Sydney's husband likes jumping. My husband's talked about jumping. And maybe it's going to be, can I say a maybe on that? Is that a fair assessment for me today?
No.
Oh. Michael's like, I'm going to get a yes out of you.
We're going to need a guarantee on this.
Listen, the only way I would jump is I'm going to have a list of people and everybody has to say yes. So I'm gonna make it as hard as possible, and Melody's gonna be the other one.
If you just see the smiles on these people's faces, that should say it all.
Yeah. Well, I also have a friend that she's out of town now. She lives in Texas, but she did a tandem jumping, and she just said, Kelly, it is like another world. And that was in Knoxville, somewhere in Knoxville at that time. And I was just like, well, I'll just take your word for it, you know. But no, I love how y'all got the videos, and in case anybody, just to, you know, mark the experience, you know, have it digitalized. I mean, you just don't understand. But any other questions you got, Brian? Because I don't know. I don't have any more. I'm semi excited that I'm excited for Warren County to have this opportunity, you know,
Yes.
to have this. And so if you guys are seriously thinking about skydiving, it is spring and summer. The weather is looking amazing out there. You know, you need to like call and book today or ask questions and tell them that you heard it here at Warren First, because we're all about promoting and pushing the fun new things. Jessica Higgins said, what? Oh, do we provide our own diapers, Jamie J. Co.? These are serious questions, Michael.
Very serious. Very serious.
Oh, we could turn it into a fundraiser for If You Jump, Kelly. Oh, stop it.
That's
now you
all
my
down, Kelly.
Don't even, Jessica. Are you going to jump, Jessica? Because I feel like we all need to hold hands in the tandem jumping and do that circle people do. Be
Well,
like,
over there they can vote if they want a live podcast from the airplane
Yeah.
before jumping. You know.
yeah, there you go. There you go. Or, you know, do a fundraiser, you know, bet Kelly jump, you know, raise money for me to jump. I'll do that in a heartbeat, but just if I'm crying or screaming and I'm pushing back, just shove me out.
Do it anyway.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I will cave and cradle like a child.
Everybody heard it, right?
I will
Well,
cradle.
and also the friends that are listening the podcast over here, if
Yeah.
they contacts for booking over there,
Yeah.
they will have a discount in the media package. So
Okay, there you go.
in case that you want to jump, we will have a discount
Yeah.
over there for the media package, so you can have a memory for this thrill that you can live.
Ooh.
To share with your
I'm
friends
about
and
to
family.
cry. I'm about to cry about
That-
this.
that hurt.
Really,
Well,
Like, it's a
why?
lot.
Because it looks like you're going to have to do it now.
I think so. I think it's gonna happen. I just don't know when. We might do this. Yeah, I'm thinking about the fundraiser
Well,
aspect.
actually, I have a couple that came over there for a training
Yeah.
jump, you know, and actually the husband never jumped again, and the wife
Did it again.
would continue till he get
Oh.
her license, and was her mom activity for weekends away from family, you know.
Shut the front door.
So
Yeah.
the husband stay with children during
Yeah.
the weekend. Meanwhile, mom is jumping from
Jumping off the airplane.
Yep. So
Okay.
you never know when you feel it over
That's
there. That's
crazy.
cold.
That's so crazy. But guys, okay, so our coffee said yes, it was probably to the fundraiser. Jessica, no, if you're saying I'll be on the ground, don't be pointing fingers. Three are pointing back at you. I'll jump if you jump. Okay. I've only did inside skydiving, but totally want to do this as part of my bucket list things. That's from Tina from our coffee. I bet a lot of people do bucket lists,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And what's
We're
the
talking about
difference?
Jessica
Higgins?
Higgins, sorry, got her name's mixed up. I could definitely see her jumping out of a plane.
She just said no. She goes, I'll be on the ground praying.
Oh, but
That's what
What?
she said for me. Yeah.
it's
Oh,
an
come on.
120 miles per
Oh,
hour
boy.
without chassis, fresh air is just.
Oh yeah. Well, I need some
Unbelievable.
fresh air after all these sciences, but that brings up a good question. What is of course the view, but is there a difference as far as the jump itself between indoor skydiving to outdoor skydiving? Is that a good question to ask?
Well, in indoor skydiving, there's no parachute involved. You're in a vertical wind tunnel.
Okay.
So
Okay, now see that one I would do.
the they die in those also.
Okay, I'm out again. See?
It's a vertical wind tunnel. I don't know if you've ever watched any of the videos or stuff on it. It is absolutely incredible and amazing the things that these people can do flying their body in these tunnels. It's very, very similar to flying skydiving. There are some differences. The air in a wind tunnel is real clean and straight, and the air out in the real world
Are
can be
different
dirty and messy.
disciplines at
Yeah.
the end, but have something in common, but
Yeah.
are different disciplines.
Okay.
So
But the feel of it and the
Flying your body.
Yeah.
The flying your body.
yeah. So maybe I need to go train myself in the indoor skydiving and then like break.
but that is the thing. Over here, you have an introductory jump that you don't need to do practically nothing. You know,
Yeah.
you just
Just hang there.
enjoy,
Okay, yeah.
smile, and relax. And the safety position is just grab your harness or maybe put the legs up for the landing. That is the
Honestly,
only
I'm
thing
gonna
that you need
touch.
to do.
If it's you, I will
So-
grab your hand the whole time and just be like,
Well,
okay.
Hopefully, the idea is jogging the sky that you breathe, smile, and relax. You know, you
Yeah.
don't want to grab our hands because we
Oh,
want
yeah.
to have it free over there in case that we need to
Then I'll
use it.
just do this the
But-
whole time.
But I guarantee over
pray.
there that the people that are super afraid is not the same as you are thinking over here that it's too much worry. Actually, as soon as you leave the aircraft over there, is changing the life over there completely.
Okay,
So,
I'll take your word
recommend it.
for it,
But
Caesar.
the other thing also, we are doing other kind of events like gender revealings over
Oh,
there.
yeah,
that
gender
we
reveals.
jump in over there with smokes to reveal the gender
Oh,
of the
that's so much
of the
fun.
children, you know. Also, display events that we can land in for wedding proposals, for example, in in private
Yeah.
events or different kind of.
Any really type of event, if they're like, hey, we want a
Promposal.
skydiver, you probably would do it, honestly. Promposals.
For sure.
That's a thing here in Warren County.
Promposals?
Oh
Is-
my God,
okay.
it's a whole thing here.
We're going to explain the promposals after the break, or during the break. We are going to take a quick commercial break. George H.W. Bush goes skydiving in Maine for his 90th birthday. There you go.
Imagine.
I mean, come on.
Well,
If he can do it, we
And-
can do it.
And we land a lot better than that one. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Well, this has been an amazing time hanging out with the Middle Tennessee Skydiving. Again, if you want to talk to Michael or Caesar or Thomas, call them at 629-262-8151 to book, or go to skydivingforfun.com. And guys, if you got any questions for this information, we've already shared it on our social media this morning. You're also welcome to ask me, Melody, or Brian for it as well, because I have it right here with the QR code. We're going to put it in our local voice newspaper next week, so you can get all that information and then some. But guys, thank you so much for coming on my show. Thank y'all.
for the invitation, don't forget to tell us that you are contacting us from this
Yeah.
podcast, so you
Say
can have
Warren
a discount
first,
from
Warren
your
first.
media package over there.
Make me look good, y'all. Make me look good. But again, remember Warren County, keep it first.
First.
Way, McMinnville, or give them a call at 474-1776. At Our Coffee, we pour love into every cup of coffee we serve. Welcome to Our Coffee Drive-Thru, located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville. When you need help with your medical needs, who are you going to call? At Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you're not just a number, you're a part of our community. When you call Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you'll get a live person to help answer your medical questions. In a hurry? Try our convenient drive-thru. Stacy specializes in Mr. Stewart's over-the-counter and prescription cough syrups. Need to transfer your prescriptions? It's no trouble to transfer to Stacy's, where people care and wellness matters. Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy is located at 485 North Chancery Street, or give them a call at 474-0600.
Some call it Pioneer Country.
Some call it Tree City.
Some call it the WC.
We call it home.
From the first showing to the final signature.
From downtown charm to wide open fields.
Warren County isn't just on the map, it's where dreams are made.
Because when you're buying or selling in the WC, you deserve someone who gets it.
Make my mom your winning choice for buying or selling real estate in the WC.
Let's make your next move your best move.
Hi, this is Chris Chalpin, owner of Reddick Brown Ford right here in Morrison, Tennessee. In the nursery capital of the world, you need a truck that works as hard as you do. At Reddick Brown Ford, we understand growers, landscapers, and nursery owners because we serve Warren County every single day. From Ford Super Duty trucks to dependable commercial fleet, we help you haul, tow, and grow your business with confidence. Our team also knows your industry, your season, and your bottom line. So when it's time for your next work truck, don't go far from home. Reddick Brown Ford, proud to support the nursery community. Veteran owned and operated right here in Warren County.
Be good.
Everybody's coming in.
Look,
Hold on. I got to put it. Sorry. We're at, welcome back, Warren First 931.
Tell you.
I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, alongside my good friend Melody Krim. And of course, at the La Casa location this morning. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, ladies. What a beautiful day it is today.
Yes, it is an amazing day to be alive and to be here and to be breathing.
Yes.
And
Yes.
You know who I got on the phone with me, Mr. Carr?
Oh, I hope it's the man, the myth, and the legend, Mr. Danny Cummings.
Don't make him sound that good now. Come on.
Oh, no, I got a banner.
Yesterday.
Yes.
Live and in person.
So, live and in person, we have the one, the only, Mr. Danny Cummings, everybody. He's going to get a hand clap from me right now because of what happened yesterday.
I'm telling you.
Yes. So yesterday, through all the hustle and bustle of all the tea that was being spilled,
So much.
gossip, I saw somebody said, "Is Danny okay?" And first I go, "You gotta be more specific. Danny who?"
Right.
I have very many
And then
Dannys
I
in
need
my
you
life.
to clarify okay, because Danny's never really okay.
Yeah, and then if it's Danny Cummings, he's never really okay. There's always a plot twist with Danny.
There you go.
And
That's right.
so then they showed me the picture of DC Tires.
Yes.
And the vehicle that was in there. And let me tell you, my son, when I showed him the picture, he said, "I know who that car belongs to. You better not mess up that plane." You know, and I was like, Walker, Danny has a plane.
Oh.
Yeah, Walker and Danny have rode together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so, and he still talks about it to this day. So yeah, so right now we're showing the picture from Warren County Joy of the low ride S10 truck that
it's
is
a Nissan.
Nissan.
They
a
said it was a
Nissan.
medical emergency, but Danny sits right there.
So let's just let Danny explain what
Okay,
happened.
go, Danny.
So you go Danny as a go Danny go.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, good morning, Melody.
Good morning.
And Brian and everybody else there. Thanks for having me this morning. Everything's good. We'll clean up some mess this morning, some debris.
Ooh, that's fine.
It's a good day. Good day to be alive in Tennessee.
is.
That's right.
It is a great day. So explain what your day was leading into this.
You know, I have people all the time ask me, does it not scare you to sit here in this office and this traffic whipping by here? And I said, you got to live a good, clean life to work here at this place.
Oh my gosh!
I need to get hazard pay. I need to start adding that to my tire sales.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
Yeah. Instead of a wheel tax, a
because
Danny tax.
In all fair, Danny, you're still operational currently right now, correct?
Absolutely. 4.5 days a week we're open here.
Yeah, and so
I'm kind of semi-retired.
right, that's what I thought. So leading up to this truck, what were you doing the hour before this?
Oh, I was here at 4 o'clock, and I think this accident happened around 4:40, 4:45, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was already home, and a good friend of mine was out there with me, and his phone started ringing. Mine started ringing all at the same time, and And when I answered, my neighbor here, good neighbor Rick, lives on Post Road. He says, "Man, somebody's run through your building." I said, "Shut up! It's done past April Fools." He said, "No, I'm serious." So, anyways, here I come running, and you never seen like the action that was happening here yesterday.
Yeah.
But the old boy, he did supposedly have a medical emergency. They say he had a seizure, but this I don't understand. He'd already had one just a couple weeks, 3 weeks prior to that.
Oh,
and it caused an accident right out on the 4 lane in front of Applebee's there.
Yeah.
So I don't know why the gentleman or anyone with 7 seizures is even driving. But
well, and on that talk, because I can personally relate to that. When I was little, but I had seizures up until 5th or 6th grade, around that age range, and I was told at an early age, I've always heard the doctors say that, told my mom, if she doesn't get over her seizures, she won't be eligible for a driver's license.
Which they shouldn't.
And so, and then again, we don't know medically, what his seizures entail. So I can't speak on behalf of that.
Yeah.
But from my friends that have seizures on a regular daily basis, they do not have a driver's license. They have to have somebody drive them. But there was one of my friends, I haven't spoke to her lately, but she was telling me that as long as she doesn't have seizures often, like maybe once every 6 months to a year or something, she was allowed to,
6 months.
Yeah. And so, but with that being said, maybe that's the situation that he's in. But we don't know. We don't know.
Well, I mean, if you remember some years ago, there was in the Walmart parking lot, there was a lady backing up, and she had a seizure and ended up running over 2 young people.
That's right.
That ended up in the hospital. His jaw got wired shut, and it was rough. But
at the end of the day, I am so I know you are bringing it back to God, Danny.
Yes.
I know you guys are probably grateful and thankful for not being there at that time and having both sides, not just you and the guy that wrecked the vehicle, but minimal damage as far as to physical life.
Well, I mean, like Diane calls that is a God wink moment. You're wonderful, incredible, amazing sister who I just love to pieces. That's how I found out about it.
Yeah.
And she's like, he sits right there. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
somebody said somebody took a picture where Danny's chair was flipped, laid down.
Oh my gosh.
And
tore it all pieces.
And correct me if I'm wrong, because when I started talking about this yesterday, is this technically the second time you feel like you have skipped over death? Didn't something happen somebody was telling me.
I got more stories than you got hours.
I'm just telling you.
He and I were talking when you were stepped away. He and I were talking about how dangerous that intersection is.
Yeah.
And you were saying it was going to be a roundabout.
The city had proposed. They had obviously had some money to spend. I was told from an alderman. And the city had issues with Post Road, the people speeding up down Post Road, and all the neighbors complaining. And they put a couple intersections with stop signs, and you wind up having to take one of those down. But anyways, one of the aldermen told me, said, "Would you be willing to sell this?" And this was 4 years ago. I was 60 at the time. So I said, yes. And so anyways, I said, the city needs this worse than I do. Yeah, it's for sale. So anyways, we said, well, they're talking about doing a roundabout here. And they actually had the state to come out and do a survey. And the state says it can be done, but you've got to have to buy that man's property and the corner of his neighbor here on Post Road. So it can be done. But then again, it got quiet and I guess the complaints and everything got swept under the rug.
Well, but let's be honest. A lot of people in this town can't figure out a 4-way stop. I think a roundabout would really do them in.
You probably sum that up.
I mean, look, I get a little panicked in roundabouts just because I'm not used to them.
I mean, let's just face it that, when you go to Hardee's and you got to merge into the lane, people get so massively confused. It's not a stop.
Right.
And it's not a merge either, or for that other car to merge in.
Yeah. It's definitely not going to get no better with a lot of people moving here and more traffic, more people.
Yeah.
Something needs to be done, and roundabouts we'll figure them out.
Yeah. Well, I do
personally don't like them myself.
Yeah. Susan. No, let's see. Where was it at?
Yeah. See,
Okay, so
this is just
it's
just
horrible.
confusing.
So, Sydney, I just want to, Danny, because you can't see these comments people are making about you, and they're all good, I promise. One says, "I'm so glad you're safe, and the prayers for both you and the gentleman that crashed."
Mhm.
Cody Jones says, "Good to hear from you, friend. Glad that you're okay." And then Jamie Jaco, thank you for chiming in and letting us know too, Jamie.
Yes.
She said, "I have seizures. As long as I'm seizure free for 6 months, I can drive. I'm on medication for epilepsy, which works."
Yep.
So there you go.
Good deal.
So again, just, you know, maybe this person now being 2 in
Yeah.
less than a month or less than 6 months,
Yeah.
something's probably going to change.
Yeah.
But no,
But I
Everybody's
am
been so
grateful
kind to
he's
reach out.
okay.
Yeah, everybody's been so kind to reach out, and of course, I have so many pals and friends and customers. Our phone was it sounded like a pinball machine going off yesterday afternoon.
Oh, I
I
bet.
couldn't answer none of them until later last night, and that's the reason why I made the little video I posted on Facebook. So
You're
I'll
and that's
answer
why
some questions.
and that's why we reached out to you in case you wanted to just not just us sharing your stuff, but just address the community this way. And you know, going back to our first interview we did, again, Danny is a part of the EAA organization that hosts the monthly breakfast. The once a month breakfast that happens every Saturday. Is it the third Saturday?
Third Saturday. This coming Saturday, yes.
Third Saturday every morning. If you would love a true, genuine community effort, put food made with love breakfast, and it's not expensive at all. You know, you can come in and you can eat. There's pancakes. There's biscuit and gravy. There's oh my gosh,
There's blueberry pancakes.
There's blueberry pancakes. Yeah. And the blueberry pancakes, thank you to Randall Walker Farms for the blueberries.
Absolutely.
And then also too, when you go out there, they have all their information and programs about the EAA, what it's about, what it stands for.
Yeah.
And then you can make donations, you can buy their hats. They have hats there. But it's ever so growing, and I want Danny. I know I talk a lot about it for people, anyways, in general. But Danny, can you expand on the future of aviation? I had actually somebody 2 days ago asking me about the Warren County High School situation and educating youth about aviation.
Well, Danny, before you get started on that, let me say, because I think it might have been you, somebody here, maybe it was Susie. Anyway, in Tullahoma, there is an aircraft museum, Beechcraft. Thank you. I want to say Beechcraft. I'm like, no, I think that's a cabinet. Anyway, so when David and I went on our adventure out to Tullahoma to find that statue out in the woods, we ended up going over there. Mm-hmm. It is fascinating. I had more fun looking at all the different airplanes and taking some pictures and seeing the history. There's one of those teeny tiny little airplanes that went all the way to Helsinki and Moscow, and I'm like,
really?
There's no way I would cross an ocean in a tiny plane like that. But I encourage everybody. The admission was like $15, but there was so much to look at, and so many different types of aircrafts, and it was a woman who owned that company, and they've recreated her office, so you get to see all her old office furniture. But and it's not that far down the road, but I encourage everybody to take a little trip down there and see.
So, Danny, talk about the Chapter 1700 fly-in breakfast for everybody.
Okay. All right. Like I said, Kelly says we sponsor this breakfast every third Saturday of each month. It starts at 7:30. And it's usually over with by 10 to 10:30. We invite everybody out, whether you fly, drive, walk, however you want to come. Bring your hot rod, ride your motorcycle, come out and visit us. I promise you, we'll treat you so many ways that you'll like one of them. And the food is delicious. We have, I get up at 4:30 and make about 3 or 4 gallons of homemade gravy. And run out of it and have to get some out of a can. But it's good. We throw some sausages in it. It's awfully good. And we have, like I said, Walker Farms furnished the blueberries. We have some delicious blueberry pancakes. And We
They're
have
so
eggs,
good.
of course, we got bacon and sausage, and we got OJ, we got coffee, and it's just a great place. You don't have to be a pilot to come out and communicate and have a good time. Sit down, talk to your friends, and reminisce, and bring the kids. What kid doesn't like airplanes?
Right. And and that's the other thing. And but with Tom Davis, I am at Zora's Tea Room and Cafe, located on Sparta Street, if you want to come and sneak in over here.
Bring me a sign.
Yeah, and Melody wants a sign.
Yes, Melody needs a sign.
But with that being
not
said,
like a divine sign. A
couple
yard
things,
sign.
Danny, before I move on to the next question I wanted to ask you about. Cody Jones says, it sounds like it's time to do a fast drive-through tire shop doorway in, my friend, for a new way to get your tires on. It sounds like we're going to turn into the car movie where they go in, go out, It's like a little Sonic drive-through. But one thing I do want to tap on with Danny that he knows about is the Young Eagles.
That's right.
My son's a part of the Young Eagles group, and his first ever plane ride was with Danny.
Oh.
And I want Danny, again, and I'm not lying when I tell this to Danny, and every time Walker sees Danny, he's like, hey, can we go fly? And because the excitement that my son got riding in that airplane, and I don't know, I didn't get to go up with them, of course, but can you explain how important, teaching your kids these things in life?
This is the most fun that I can have and express that I have personally with this EAA chapter. There's about 4 or 5 of us pilots that we have to pass test before we can become a Young Eagles pilot. We have to go through home security naturally, and we have to have short credentials plus insurance and stuff like that. So it's a big step to even become a Young Eagle pilot.
Yeah.
But it was well worth it. I'd do it 100 times over, because you can't wipe the smile off some of these kids' faces.
No, you can't.
And it just makes me so happy inside and outside. It just tickles some of them to death. And I let the kids actually take hold of the stick and guide the airplane and explain to them what this does, what that does. And some of them scream at the top of their lungs, can't believe it, I'm flying. And I'm telling you, we get back on the ground, them kids smile for 2 or 3 days, I guarantee it. That's all they talk.
And
it's a big thing, and we try to get kids involved in aviation, whether they want to be a pilot, want to be a flight controller, or a mechanic. That's what EAA is all about. It's about education and recreation.
It is. And one thing, doing these online classes with Walker, that we found out, his little book that he keeps, that 30 minutes that Walker flew with Danny that one time, he can get his hours from now until he graduates. And by the time he graduates, he already has accumulated the times he's flying in an airplane. He can be certified by the time he graduates.
I love that, though.
And
that definitely needs to be part of the high school
logbook. Yeah, they get that again. That tickles them to death
to have that logbook. I'm telling you,
have that certificate signed by the pilot. And, it's everybody's just tickled to death.
It's never too early to start setting goals.
Jamie Jaco says Emily Jaco is dying to fly with Danny. Well, I just let him know.
Tell her when we have it. I normally post it so they can go register online.
Yep.
That's the simplest way to do it. When you get there, it's no big deal. Just give them your name.
Yep.
And it costs absolutely nothing.
It's free.
And the kids have to be ages 7 to 16.
Okay, so
that's the only catcher.
What if there's an adult who wants to go up and take pictures?
Well, we actually have on.
I would love to be able to get those kind of pictures. I'm always trying to expand and try something new with my photography.
Yeah.
We have a Mr. Clifford Green, who actually has a rental on the airport. And he also is a CFI. He can help you get your license if you want to do that. He also gives flights. He's rated, commercially rated, so he can take you on a flight.
Yeah,
so.
I just think that would be
So
so
a
neat.
few, I want to say it was this time, or getting close to this time last year. I got to call him again. I won't say who his name so he don't get bombarded. But there is a gentleman here in the Warren County community that will do flybys over Bonnaroo when it's nighttime.
See, and I would love to do that.
I know. And remember, we were invited, but due to weather,
we
couldn't go.
Last year
weather
was a mess.
Last year was horrible, and I would not have wanted to be in a plane when it
Hey,
happened.
with that Zoomy lens, I might be able to get weirded out.
Okay. Well, hey, why not?
I mean, you know, I
We'll
still
get
don't
you
know
up
what.
some way or another. We'll get you up if you want to go, Melody.
I would love to.
But
I would
Cody
love to.
Jones was saying, but we love you, Danny, buddy. You're a good friend, and you do a great thing for the Warren County community. Keep up the good work, sir. You should come to the car shows again. There is a cruise in on Saturday morning at Smart Baptist Church. Come see my friend Danny at 10 a.m. until 2. And again, next Saturday at the fairgrounds, there's another car show benefit for the Cartwrights.
Yeah.
So
busy time of year.
Oh yeah, it's all
It kicks up.
It
we
does.
get this nice little dull. It gets busy from like August to December, and then we get this nice little break.
Yep.
And then right at the end of the school year, here we go again.
Here we go. And that's just how it is. But Danny, I want to tell you, thank you so much for taking my text messages and not ignoring me. I appreciate it. And anytime, remember, I always say this with everybody, whether it's EAA or the Young Eagles or anything that's going on that is important to Warren County, you know, just let us know and we'll make sure to get it out there for you, okay?
And so grateful you're okay.
Yeah,
absolutely.
yes.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all and all the love. I appreciate it very much.
Love you too, Danny. Guys, we're going to take another short commercial break, but when we get back, we are going to be spilling some tea topics that has dropped yesterday, other than like Danny and this other one was a big one. And we are going to just because everybody had called and asked, what do you know? And so we're going to address it once again and what we know. And
then we got another big announcement coming from the theater world. So
yes, Melody's got some theater
I'm
tea to
excited.
spill.
We're spilling all
the tea today.
All the tea.
But guys, we're going to take a quick break from a word from our sponsors. And when we get back, more things to come. But remember, Warren County, keep it first.
From our mouth-watering brisket, baby back ribs, juicy ribeye steaks, specialty sandwiches, and fried chicken tenders, your taste buds are in for a treat.
Don't forget our weekly specials. Monday, spaghetti or hamburger steak. Tuesday, meatloaf or barbecue chicken pork. Wednesday, pork loin or Salisbury steak. Thursday, smoked chicken halves or country fried steak. Friday, fried catfish or Cajun catfish on rice.
Whether you're feeding hundreds at a company picnic or meeting a friend for lunch, you can count on Praters to satisfy your taste buds.
Call us at 635-2259 and taste the tradition at Praters Barbecue. 30 years of excellence.
This is Tennessee, where every blade of grass tells a story and every lawn is a legacy. At McMinnville Lawn and Garden, we don't just sell equipment. We partner with you to protect what matters most. From Skaggs' finest zero turns to expert service that keeps your land looking its best. Because this is more than business. This is home. McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where Tennessee pride meets Tennessee quality.
Come join us at 110 East Main Street for a farm-to-table experience all year long. We offer gluten-free, dairy-free, guilt-free goodness that will leave you feeling energized and satisfied with every bite. Our small batch from-scratch menu bursts with juice, shots, smoothies, soups, wraps, and sandwiches, and more prepared daily to give you all the nutrients your body craves. We never add powder sugars or anything you can't pronounce, so don't miss out on this delicious, healthy opportunity. Swing by and indulge in some wholesome goodness today at 110 East Main Street, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
Welcome back, Warren First 931. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter.
And I'm Melody Krim.
And I'm Brian Carr.
And we are live at Zora's Tea Room and Cafe. And let me tell you, Melody, I know we have a special guest, but where's your hat?
Oh, the special
you
guest.
need to go get your hat, girl. Somebody has stolen your hat, but we'll
yeah.
tell you who stole it here in just a few.
Yes, and he is wearing it much better than I am.
So much better. It goes much better with his outfit.
Yes, it does.
It does. I mean, but with that being said, our next one, spilling on the tea here, we have been following a developing story out in the Warren County community involving a former teacher's assistant, and there's been allegations connected to the West Elementary School.
Mm-hmm.
And so me and Brian, we'll go back and forth on this, okay? You good with that, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay. So with that said, a Warren County grand jury has indicted 59-year-old former teacher's assistant on 2 counts of assault involving special needs students. According to the investigation, the charges are described as offensive touching. Now, authorities have stated that the allegations are not sexual in nature, because that was one thing a lot of people were like throwing at me last night. The individual was booked and later released on bond. Officials have confirmed that she is no longer employed in a teaching assistant role. At this time, the accused has denied any wrongdoings. There you go. Brian, you go.
Oh, Kelly, I can't see what
sorry. It's
what
okay.
you're reading,
So this isn't okay. It's okay. I'll keep going. This is
But
an case.
I'm showing Nick Breeze's account.
This is how it all started.
Yeah.
This is an ongoing case, as we all know. And as with any situation like this, all individuals are presumed innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. I've said this with everybody that has ever been mentioned on my show.
Yeah.
Because this involves students and it's also an active investigation, there are limits to what I can be publicly shared at this time, as well as the school and so forth. So I want you to know that I understand stories like this can be concerning for families in our community, but situations that involve schools and students are always taken in a serious manner. And we will continue to follow this as more as confirmed information becomes available. And I want you to know that before I say my closing remarks, I did reach out to Jackie Matheny and Nicole Mosley, and then I reached out to the principal at West Elementary School, Michelle Lewis, and I've also reached out to Sarah Cantrell, which is the correspondent for the administration, the district office. And so she did respond. She said this is an unfortunate situation. The individual has been suspended from the district since the beginning of the investigation. We have cooperated with local law enforcement and are waiting further information. So this is what we know. And, you know, here at Warren First, we pride ourselves in waiting for a press release and things like that.
Making sure we have all the information.
Exactly. And so this is all that we know. And I do hope and pray that this situation gets, you know, I hope it's completely, you know, just a mistaken situation.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we have to do our job and let the law enforcement do what they're told.
And do the investigation.
And do the investigation. Yes. And before we go out on a rabbit hole on social media and things like that, we need to just let them do their job.
Well, and here's the thing. A lot of like old school people like myself, we come from a generation where I am a very, I'm an empath. My love language is touching, and I have to be very careful when I'm working with the kids with the touching, because nowadays that is a no-no. Even just what I did, just this, it's not okay. You have to ask these students permission. Are you okay with me touching you? If I'm adjusting a costume on a child before they go on stage,
that's right.
I need to touch you right here. Are you okay with that? And be very mindful and respectful.
I'm going to step in here, guys, because one of the things that we have to realize is that this has gone before a grand jury.
Yes.
So they have enough evidence. So it's not, it's necessitated coming out. They wouldn't go and arrest and book her if they didn't have information.
Well, no,
So
I know.
this-
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it could, in her mind, it could have been something that was innocent.
Mhm.
But with this being a special needs student,
Mm-hmm.
it may not have been. In her mind, it was. But with the way the things are and the way rules are, it may not have been. And that may have been what led to it, because a lot of these kids are nonverbal and cannot defend themselves and cannot protect themselves. And that may be what the case is. But again, we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. And we need to wait until
A press release, or we
yeah,
get a confirmation from somebody of what we are allowed to say or not to say.
Right.
Well, listen, we're allowed to say whatever we want to, because I mean, this is social media. The big thing is that saying something that's not correct. We don't want to say something that's not correct. And again, this press release came out. This information came out, and it's through a grand jury, so that's public knowledge. So again, there is something here. There are other things that have happened to our community that the grand jury decided, no, this is not a case, and nothing comes about of it. That's happened with our local Warren County school system, and it's a non-issue at that point. But this has gone to an arrest, and so there is merit to that degree from that grand jury.
Yeah.
So this will really reside in the DA's office right now, as far as what they're going to do in furthering it with the judiciary. So there's where we're at right now at it. And it looks like they are going to proceed, because they sent law enforcement to arrest Miss Morris. And look, guys, I hate it, because I know Paula's, I consider her a friend of mine. And when it's people that you know and that you love, you hate to bring these stories out, and you want to be as objective as possible in these kind of cases, but you still have to report the honest truth on these things.
Yeah.
And again, and Melly, I hope that's the case. I hope it was just a misinterpretation, but
but
and our
we
schools
don't know.
We don't
weren't
know.
there, and
We don't know, and we have to trust the system to be able to evaluate all of the evidence and
do their job.
And do their job and
simple as that.
Sort the facts and make an educated decision as to what happened.
I agree. But for everybody that called, text, tweeted, and all that, I just wanted to address that this morning on the show all at once, so you know this is what we know, and if we get any other information, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
We're not going to jump through hoops of opinions or stipulations or things. I'm just getting information of what we are allowed to be told right now.
Yeah.
Or what they're telling us, because, with the investigation. So again, we're going to stay on top of this story the best we can and move forward on that.
Yeah.
We are going to take another quick break from our sponsors, but when we get back, we're going to have our special tea guest that pulled up.
Okay.
We're going to have our good friend Tom Davis is in town, and he's going to come and talk to us a little bit real quick. And Brian, you need to go put your hat on. You know what I mean? Go get your hat, bro. This is going to be great. Or go find one of your mom's hats. Something.
I love
it. Yeah. So we're going to take a quick break from our sponsors, and more to come. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Where every blade of grass tells a story, and every lawn is a legacy. At McMinnville Lawn and Garden, we don't just sell equipment. We partner with you to protect what matters most. From Skaggs' finest zero turns to expert service that keeps your land looking its best. Because this is more than business. This is home. McMinnville Lawn and Garden. where Tennessee pride meets Tennessee quality.
Fall is here, and it's the perfect time for planting. Visit Randall Walker Farms at 8240 Manchester Highway in Morrison, Tennessee. From fresh plants to seasonal favorites, we have everything you need to beautify your home or project this fall. Available for both retail and wholesale. Looking for something sweet? Don't miss out on our delicious frozen blueberries. Stop by and see us 6 days a week, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, call 931-635-9535 or email rwalkerfarms@benlomond.net. Get ready for fall with Randall Walker Farms, where fall planning begins.
Some call it Pioneer Country.
Some call it Tree City.
Some call it the WC.
We call it home.
From the first showing to the final signature.
From downtown charm to wide open fields.
Warren County isn't just on the map, it's where dreams are made.
Because when you're buying or selling in the WC, you deserve someone who gets it.
Make my mom your winning choice for buying or selling real estate in the WC.
Let's make your next move your best move.
Planning an auction? Count on the Get It Done Auction Company, the Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company. In business since 1991, they specialize in residential and commercial real estate with emphasis on farms and land. They can help you with estate settlements, business liquidations, and farm dispersals, including land, livestock, and equipment. Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company, representing more and more families in estate auctions each and every day. Call 473-7774 or visit DonaldHillisRealty.com. Firm 2273.
Welcome back, everybody. We are live at Zora's Tea Room and Cafe, and I am so splendid I want to give Tom a tea name. I don't know. What would be a fan? Thomas. Hello, Thomas.
Yeah, you have to say it like that.
We got Thomas E. Davis with us. He is running in this upcoming election for, is it May? No, you're not in May.
Nope.
You're in August.
Yep.
August,
It's
yep.
the Republican primary.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember for you. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And he is running against the incumbent Scott Desjardins.
Yes.
And also
Samantha.
No,
that's
that's state rep.
State rep.
State rep.
Yeah.
She's a Democrat.
Yeah.
So much to keep track of.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
trying.
a Democratic
I need a
nomination.
spreadsheet.
But with that being said, and we're going to talk to politics as we get through the show, because Susie gave us the information for early voting, which starts tomorrow.
Yes.
So with that being said, we want to thank Thomas for being here today.
Morrison.
Of Morrison.
I hope I can pull off the beat.
I'm trying.
I don't think I can either, but
you're doing great.
I'm doing okay with it.
Yeah. So
Hey,
everybody's
I don't know
got.
what you were talking about. This tea is pretty good. I like it.
Okay, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It had peaches
It's
and
very
cream.
chai, but
Yeah.
it's not.
It's
I
like
don't
a
know.
clove taste to me.
Yeah.
Well, that's the chai.
We told
Okay.
Thomas he had to wear his hat, and since he didn't wear his normal hat, we made him switch to this one because Melody said it matched.
Yes.
And
And I switched to a Shirley MacLaine hat.
And I'm just keeping pink. This is
And
going to be
I'm
my
just,
Barbie
you
pink
know.
hat, my Barbara. But with that being said, tell us a little bit about the American Legion. They have some things coming up.
Well, what do we have for them? So, no, what I was looking for or
sorry.
to talk about is the kind of update on the closing of the VA clinic here in McMinnville, which
yes,
I am hard pressed to actually believe that it must close. I believe if our representatives would actually dig in and do some things that it could be kept open. That being said, the American Legion Post 173 here in McMinnville has started an online petition to go on and sign it. Yep, there we go. Got it up. It's on my page also. I posted about it this morning.
I'm going to give a round of applause for that. Yeah.
But yeah, jump on there and sign it. Tag some friends and let's go, because that's what these politicians understand is names or names on petitions, numbers. And so, like I said, the way they handled this whole situation has just been ridiculous. And it's even more irritating for me now. One, I do receive my care at this clinic, but for them to drop it on us.
Yeah.
And they've known for a minute. I mean, in that
14 months is a hot minute.
yeah, they've known. And then to just come out in March and be like, all right, guess what? You're getting shut down.
Yeah.
Let's and then these other clinics are not ready to receive us.
No.
So that's not only impacting our care for those that have been receiving care at this clinic, but then those that are being serviced at those clinics
ones.
that we're being pushed out to. So just absolutely horrible train wreck.
Yeah.
And with our representative, Scott Desjardins, he has told us that he didn't know that it was being closed.
Yeah.
Okay.
He made a public statement on his social media.
On his
sure
social
did.
medias. And while I am skeptical, I will take him at his word for that.
Yeah.
But what that tells me, he's not in the district. He does not care enough to be in the district
And be
to-
in the
to-
know.
And be in the know. And there's other than like, oh, sorry, I didn't know. He's not even telling us about any type of corrective action he's taking, because I understand it's 15 counties. There's a lot to cover. However, you do have people that talk to you about things. You do have staff within the district. So, where was the breakdown in communication? At the end of the day, he is responsible, but there are folks in there that he should be fixing the problem.
And I do feel
regardless of
like
what that is.
I feel like when I was made aware of it, because just in my personal feel on this, in my opinion, is when I found out, and then I started doing all the numbers crunching and talking to everybody like you and Terry Bell and Paul Sherrill and some Van Buren County representatives and then White County representatives.
Yep.
They're like, what do you mean? Like, and then like you start the whole process over.
Yeah.
And now it's to a point that when we found out, of course, back in March is when we found this out, first or second week of March, and we're trying to get all this accumulated. I feel like as voters, as citizens, as VA, and I bet you feel this way as a VA representative yourself, we're working harder than the elected leaders. I have to give credit where credit is due currently right now.
Yes.
I got to give a shout out to our county executive, Terry Bell, and Paul Sherrill, and them that because this is a federal issue. We have to say this a lot. It is a federal issue. It is not a state or local issue. That, we're doing more work than that.
And I got to say that. So
and Janice Bolin. I did talk to her as well.
Yep.
She was trying to be
So
helpful.
I am not. You said VA rep. I am not.
Well, sorry.
And I know.
I didn't mean it that way. I'm so
you start
sorry.
talking about
You're a veteran yourself, and
So
you understand the comment. Sorry. Sorry. Thank you for
yeah,
correcting me.
no,
I apologize.
people get weird about
discussed
stuff.
Yeah.
So
We've discussed
Yeah.
this on air. The fact that not just with veterans, but was also other medical care, but asking these people who are not in good health, who are elderly, who have chronic pain, to have to travel an hour or more to get health care, it's just too much.
Yeah.
Why can we not
Keep
be
it.
seen?
Yeah.
Why can't we
that's-
keep
and
the
that's-
satellite
that's-
station?
That's one level of it. So now that as they displace us out, so Arnold Air Force Base was one option.
Yeah, that's Tullahoma.
In Tullahoma. Yep. So now you have to have access to that base because it's
Clearance.
it's on the inside of the
yeah.
on the inside of the base. And not only for you as the veteran, but care providers.
That's correct. And you have to
So-
be a certified official care provider.
Yes. And it's not just I'm taking care of.
I'm not going to take my
yeah.
dad Tom
Yeah.
today because I'm the caregiver today. Mom had to step out.
So you have to have that.
Yeah.
Plus the fact again they are not plussed up with staff to handle it.
Yeah.
Same thing. Cookeville, they're not taking
Same.
staff as the same
No.
thing. Your local care providers, they talked about community care.
Yeah.
And same thing. They're either not certified through the
That's
VA
right.
or they're not accepting patients.
And then on
that's
to that
just-
side note that you said to continue on, they had they were, they weren't hiring anybody for quite some time. They had a freeze on jobs, hiring people for jobs. And then all of a sudden this come out and everything's just so crazy coincidental.
Yeah.
And on the day of Baloney Day on March 31st, the week before that, they took the freeze has been lifted and now we need to hire people because of the shortage of staff at the other locations.
Yeah.
Point blank. That's what it was for.
Yeah.
And they had a hiring event at the VA Nashville clinic on that day.
And to me, it's accountability, responsibility.
Mhm.
So the VA is
Yeah.
they throw their hands up and tell us they can't do anything because it's contracted out.
Yeah.
Which is horrible, because at the end of the day, you as the VA are responsible for it. I don't care that you contracted this stuff or this work out. You're still responsible for it. And
You're
for
on the
that
hook.
that to be your excuse is absolutely ridiculous.
It's terrible. It's terrible. So it's like, to me, if I'm building a house, right?
Yeah.
And I am going to contract a third-party plumber, and oh my gosh, the plumbing's jack. You need to fix this.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. You know.
Like, I got the contract, but I gave it to somebody
But
else.
guess what? Yeah, I gave it to somebody else. And then you know what happens with the person that's a homeowner that's building? You know what we have to do? Well, if you're not going to do it, I need to find somebody that will do it the way I am expressing it.
Yeah.
And that's the same concept.
Yeah.
It is.
Like I said, and for me, I do believe our representatives could put the stop to this and keep it open. And another sad part of this with our representative is that he's not even taking the lead. The credit where it's due. Now he did initially, this weak letter about, hey, what's going on? Answer some questions. But it's been John Rose that has took up
That's
the lead.
right.
And then
Not even in our district.
Yeah, 6th district.
It's running for governor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he in Congressman Desjardins did jump on board like as a secondary.
Secondary.
But
sending
like,
for-
hey, keep it open.
Yeah.
If you must close it, it needs to be kept open until you have these other things in place.
Right. And that's what at the state capitol, they actually addressed that. And I thought, oh, this is so great. It was one of the questions somebody asked about the VA closure. And they said they were putting in a, I can't remember what it was called, like not they put in a request to halt closing the VA clinic until the other facility, like the Manchester or whatever, they said Cookville, Clarksville.
Yeah, Clarksville's got
and
3 of them that are open.
Murfreesboro.
They just, I don't think Murfreesboro's getting a new one, but
They took Manchester off.
Manchester's off. They just broke ground in Chattanooga, but it's a cancer
Oh, that's
center.
right. Yeah, that's
but
right.
It's a
yeah,
cancer
that's
center.
not the same thing.
Which, and great that these places are open.
Yes.
However, this, and I've seen some different numbers. So the VA website shows that this clinic services 1,870 veterans.
Yeah.
But you kind of push that out a little bit.
Preach, Susan.
It has, I've seen up to 10,000.
Yeah.
In this area, and family members, because it does impact more than just the veteran.
It does.
So,
it impacts the families. And Susan Gulick said, "It's amazing to me that this is always that it is always the lesser of folks that gets burnt of these program cuts, not the nonsense government spending. Just pitiful." And my thing, what broke my heart when I started this journey with the VA, and keep in mind, there's nobody that's a veteran in my family that I'm aware of. And I feel more connected and I know more about veterans now than I ever known. But with that being said, the thing that they all, and this is, I'm going to say anybody 60 and older have said to me, well, Kelly, this is just the normal. This is what I'm used to. It's the norm.
Unfortunately, it is.
And I broke down and cried with one of them, and I said, "This cannot be the norm for you. You fought for me.
Well,
you spent time away from your family, your friends, to for our freedoms.
Well, if
they
you
should be treated like the
recall-
president."
Oh, I agree. If you
Just saying.
recall, my friend John, the one who wrote the book,
That's right. John.
he came back medically discharged from the military, but then had to fight over 10 years. He just got approved for government disability.
Just
Why
now.
did he have to fight so long and so hard? If the military say, whoops, we broke this one, our bad, why would you not just automatically say, okay, good? Why do you need to do your
She's preaching
your
I think
homework?
the system
Research. Like, what are we doing?
either intentionally or not, the system is designed or has been set up or
Like
is
this.
like this to frustrate the veteran.
Yeah.
I know guys
Well, and their
I've
family
served
members.
with, I've served with that have just quit pursuing it.
Yeah.
And then
That's the end game. They don't
Yeah.
want you to pursue it. It's no different than with insurance and stuff. As a person, anybody that has health care or insurance, they fight you over and over and over and over until you're like, fine, how much do I owe?
And for the
Because they
healthcare,
don't want to pay.
Yeah, it should not be this difficult to care for our veterans, but we get so much soaked up in administrative costs, and it's making me it irritates me even more now because I'm actually following the Tennessee Valley Health Authority and the VA proper, and you see our secretary of the VA running around, and they're spending all kinds of money on advertising, and it's like, really, we can't just dump this into that.
And then the other,
yeah, it's just
the other
ridiculous.
thing I forgot, I used to have the number, and I'm going to look this up again. If anybody's like, well, who is this third party contract with? It's with a company called Valor.
Yeah, Valor
And then
Healthcare.
when you look up how many Valor, and I think that
it was 4, so that leaves 3
in
left.
Tennessee?
In Tennessee, yep, just in Tennessee.
I will say I am glad it's an election year because I don't think as much would be done if it wasn't. I hate to say that.
And that's a fair statement.
I
believe.
mean,
Yeah.
I really think that if this wasn't an election year, there wouldn't be as many people concerned.
And I will, to thank the local
this.
representatives for the effort.
100%.
Because
that's
not
how
a-
it started with us, was
Yeah,
the local
and
representation.
It's not, and it's a federal function. So
Mhm.
this is at the feet of our congressional representatives,
Mm-hmm.
all of them. You know, this particular district, Scott Desjardins, Marsha Blackburn,
Mhm.
and Bill Haggerty. And so I had a discussion with one of the Marsha Blackburn representatives who, Marsha Blackburn had a representative at that meeting. Scott Desjardins did have a representative at that meeting. And I didn't actually talk to him, but I heard rumor that Bill Haggerty had a representative at that meeting.
Okay.
However, all they were doing was taking notes.
Yeah, secondhand
They- so-
information.
Yeah, and other than because of why I'm, me doing what I'm doing, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
How many of those people knew? And so the one guy was pretty hacked off.
Yeah.
That hey, you got up and said that. I'm like, I stand by it.
Okay.
If you're in the room and nobody knows you're in the room, are you in the room? It's like a whole
Right.
tree falling in the woods, right?
So I wanted to. This is what when I looked up this last time because I had it written down. So I want to just shout this out to let y'all know. And I know that y'all said there's only like 3 or 4 in the state of Tennessee, but when you look up how many contracts the Valor company
Yep.
has across the board, as of 2026, there are more than 50 community-based outpatient clinics in the United States Department of Veterans Affairs. You think that and then when you look up how many clinics there are in the United States, there are currently the VA clinic operates with 1,193 outpatient sites. So you think out of that, there's 50 or more than 50, I should say, that Valor has.
Yeah.
And to me, that's a big number.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, are you trying, and I know what I'm about to say, but it is what it is. Like, to me, when I hear numbers like that, I'm like, okay, are you trying to monopolize the VA clinics?
Yeah.
I'm just sorry.
Yeah, well, part of it was an effort to provide that better care.
Yeah.
But and this is the, and I'm sure any of the veterans out there.
Is that the petition you were talking about earlier?
Yes.
Can anybody sign it?
Jump on there and try and let
Okay.
us know. I know I signed it. I would say
Okay.
because it's at change.org, I think.
You know what? While Tom's
Um,
talking, I'm going to try to get on it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But we'll call it the good idea fairy. So,
Okay.
and that's what happens. And a lot of this we don't, and change for the sake of change.
Mhm.
And that's a lot of what we see, especially right now with some reorganization going on in the VA. And it's like, let's think it through. Let's talk about
Yes.
second and third order effects. And I don't think that was done.
Yeah.
That's my impression. I don't know. I wasn't involved in any of the meetings, but being at the end of this, and like I said, I do receive my VA health care through this clinic, or I did, I guess. But for to be closing this and think that it was a good idea to just push us out to these other clinics that are not ready to receive us.
Correct.
And have known for 14 months.
Mhm.
Why not fix the problem within that, which has been staffing?
Yeah.
And what were the complaints? Because they talked about the patient surveys as an issue, that it was like 76 or 79% like
Mhm.
approval rating, and the other ones were like
76.
76,
Mhm.
and the other ones were all like above 90. Okay, well, what are those other clinics doing? And then again, so that means these other 3 clinics that Valor operates
Mhm.
are doing well. At least I'm going to guess. I don't know. Watch out, Cook
Yeah,
Bowl.
anybody
You may
can
want to be
sign
paying
it.
it. You want to be paying
Mhm.
attention. So, all right, everybody, jump on, sign it.
I just
Heck yeah.
signed it.
Me too.
Share it with all your friends. Press it around. And when like I said, on my Facebook page, you can
Yeah.
see it. But tag your friends, send it to them, email it, whatever. And we get enough numbers on here. They'll try harder.
Yeah.
Right now.
And
they're-
see,
they're
this
not
is
trying
Brian
very
in
hard.
real time showing you guys how this works.
Okay,
While
perfect.
while I was doing mine, Brian was on the other end. So, but yeah, you can actually go to our comments. Brian shared it in the comments earlier when you started on the show, and that I just clicked that change.org, and we need to. I know that the people are like it's digital, but hey, for the folks that can use digital media, we got to do this. Thank you for so much showing that, Brian.
And I
Appreciate you.
got to tell you, I'm having a seriously hard time taking myself seriously.
I know. On a serious note, how fabulous does Thomas look?
Yeah.
See, we got approval.
Yeah,
we got
all right, I
approval.
like it.
How
Yeah, I'm
old are
having
you? Can you vote? Vote. Anybody that can wear a hat and still
That's
hold
right.
it, be very proud. I love it.
I'm gonna-
Here you go. We'll give her a card. Look at that.
Yeah.
Here you
Hope
go.
lives not
Are
here.
you registered to vote?
Yeah,
Oh,
Is that one of your
okay.
areas?
No, it is not.
Oh, boo. Well, tell your
All right,
friends
well,
that
look
do
into-
live here.
But you know friends down here, right? Yeah, I do. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
And look
this
into
is the owner's daughter, youngest daughter.
very nice.
So he could probably vote down here.
All right, there we go.
See?
Look into John Henry if you're
But-
voting up there.
Before I
Now-
also forget, if you guys want to see what Tom's all about, join him live on his YouTube channel,
Yep.
April the 17th, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. The Ground Truth from Tennessee District 4, meet the candidate and see the difference. You know, last night, just a little shout out, I saw Tom from a distance. I didn't stay too long because I had to go get Walker. But we're going to also be having our next upcoming debate and community forum will be also on July 11th. So
Okay, I
if
think
you
I
are,
have that,
I gave you the time. I did.
Yeah.
It's going to start at 11 again. I just
All
don't know
right,
when we're going to
perfect.
close because I got to see how many people are going to come first. But with that being said, it's going to be, of course, back in the Magnolia Room and the full courtroom once again. So thanks to the administrative building for letting us do that, Terry Bill and them. This is election season, guys. It is kicked off. I feel like starting like a couple weeks ago, actually. But there's so many events going on with us, so many events going on with the Democratic Party, the Republican Party, the meet and greets, the debates, the forums, the the ice cream socials.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
It's in the words of what is it, Steve Ray? It's everywhere. It's everywhere. You know.
We need to say a prayer for him. Did you see he broke his neck?
No, I did
Broke his-
not.
broke his neck. I don't know.
Bless
but
his
yes,
heart. Well, I hate to hear
I
that.
know, but he seems to be doing okay.
But Tom, is there anything else that you need to tell us before we let you go so we can do our last couple breaks?
Yeah, no, I appreciate you letting me
Yeah.
jump on here.
Thanks for
the-
wearing a
the-
hat.
The tea was very nice. So Zora's Tea Room and
cafe, yes.
Yeah, this is a great place to come and do the thing. I guess
Yeah.
I don't know.
So-
but yeah, if you're out there, you see this, follow me on social media. Hey, it is time we take this country back.
Yeah.
It truly is. And just the Republic, participate in the process, be informed on your candidates, go to the
Yes.
forums
It's
and
not
see
a
them in
popularity
person.
contest. Do your research.
And see the values that that we as candidates represent, and that will and the type of fight that we will take
Yeah.
to whatever level we're wanting to
agree.
represent it at.
I agree.
And that's we got a candidate or a representative right now that is zero on leadership, in my opinion. And it is going along to get along. Just he's very comfortable in his complacency.
Yeah,
So
I get it.
I appreciate comfortable in the complacency. So very nice. Yeah, do hit me on Facebook. It's the Facebook, the YouTube channel. I got videos up there, my live stream. Just
I love it.
And then do the likes, the shares, and tag other people when you do share. So,
Please
thank
do.
you very much, and thank you all again for having me here.
You're welcome. Thank you for letting us
us
know you're in town.
bet.
Guys, we're going to take a quick, short commercial break, but when we get back, me, Brian, and Melody will rejoin once again, and Melody is going to drop some theater tea on us about some exciting news coming to the Warren County community.
I got a couple of tips.
Oh, my gosh. And then we have so much more to talk about, but remember, Warren County, keep it first.
This is Tennessee, where every blade of grass tells a story, and every lawn is a legacy. At McMinnville Lawn and Garden, we don't just sell equipment. We partner with you to protect what matters most. From Skaggs' finest zero turns to expert service that keeps your land looking its best. Because this is more than business. This is home. McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where Tennessee pride meets Tennessee quality.
Fall is here, and it's the perfect time for planting. Visit Randall Walker Farms at 8240 Manchester Highway in Morrison, Tennessee. From fresh plants to seasonal favorites, we have everything you need to beautify your home or project this fall. Available for both retail and wholesale. Looking for something sweet? Don't miss out on our delicious frozen blueberries. Stop by and see us 6 days a week, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, call 931-635-9535 or email rwalkerfarms@benlomond.net. Get ready for fall with Randall Walker Farms, where fall planning begins.
Some call it Pioneer Country.
Some call it Tree City.
Some call it the WC.
We call it home.
From the first showing to the final signature.
From downtown charm to wide open fields.
Warren County isn't just on the map, it's where dreams are made.
Because when you're buying or selling in the WC, you deserve someone who gets it.
Make my mom your winning choice for buying or selling real estate in the WC.
Let's make your next move your best move.
Planning an auction? Count on the Get It Done Auction Company, the Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company. In business since 1991, they specialize in residential and commercial real estate with emphasis on farms and land. They can help you with estate settlements, business liquidations, and farm dispersals, including land, livestock, and equipment. Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company, representing more and more families in estate auctions each and every day. Call 473-7774 or visit DonaldHillisRealty.com. Firm 2273.
Welcome
That's
back,
spicier than
Warren
me.
County. I'm your host of Warren First 931, Kelly Walker Slaughter, and this is Melody Krim, and my good top-hatted friend from the other side.
That's weird.
Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you, Miss Kelly and Miss Melody. Miss Melody, we're glad you're here with us today. We missed you we prayed for you last week.
Lord, let me tell you, it has been one medical thing after another, but I'm done with tests. I got the MRI result yesterday. Whatever it is, EKG's good.
Just be real, girl. You went to vacation.
That deserves a round of applause right there.
But I'm telling you, it was a lot, but it's okay. I'm up and I'm kicking. I still got some sinus crud, but it's okay.
I agree. But Brian, I don't know if you saw this, and I can't wait to see your shock and awe. What are you doing?
Grabbing my phone.
Oh, she's got to get her cellular.
My lifeline over here.
So Melody called me and she's like, girl, call me now. It's, you need to hear this. And so we're about to spill some juicy tea this morning.
So excited. So as soon as Beetlejuice was over, the kids were telling me that Logan had been hinting that he wasn't done yet.
Okay.
And that he was going to be sticking around, which I'm all for. I was excited. And they were kind of giving me hints as to what was coming, and I was getting excited, but trying not to get too excited because there was no confirmation. But yesterday, I got the confirmation. Logan's next production is called Plucked. It's a new musical inspired by The Ugly Duckling. It's directed by Logan and produced. Jasmine Dillon is doing choreography again. I'm telling you, she did incredible with Beetlejuice. I'm so excited.
She did.
And then Kennette Dixon is going to be the musical director, who is our high school choir director. So, I mean, she's going to do phenomenal with that. And just to see how this goes, because she's also doing Finding Nemo right now.
Oh, my God, that's right.
Apparently, there's going to be a lot of puppetry with that one, guys. So, but anyway, but that's not all. Not only is he doing this, but he's going to have a production crew following him around documenting the process for a show on Hulu. So how about that for a little small town McMinnville?
Go big or go home.
Right. Directed by Emmy-winning executive producer Elaine White. So how exciting is that for our little town?
I'm excited.
I am
Logan's
too.
bringing his friends, and
I mean, yeah, show everybody how incredible this town is. But yeah, auditions are May 4th, ages 9 to 19. Started getting calls for headshots like within 5 minutes of this dropping. It was
As you
great.
should.
So if you're one of mine, yes, I will do headshots because some of those were rough last time, guys. I'm just I'm honest with y'all.
Yeah.
So we'll get y'all cleaned up and get you good and going.
Yeah.
I have started posting the pictures from Beetlejuice. So if you missed it or you want to relive the moments, those are going on to
y'all, if y'all missed that show, it was so good.
So good. Onto the Melody Crim photography page, along with the tennis pictures, and the varsity baseball pictures are now posted. But I do want to clarify with my Beetlejuice pictures, they hired a professional photographer to shoot the show. So the pictures I took were the ones where I was asked by either one of the actors or a parent to photograph their child. So it's not the whole show, but there were a lot of my kids in that show. So my kids, including Brian's too, who I count as my kids. So excited to have them in band next year. It's going to be a nonstop party. But yeah, so that's coming. They're doing Finding Nemo. That's in production. We've got Little Shop of Horrors coming up, guys. I got to see some of it the other day. Oh my gosh, wait till y'all see Audrey. She is massive. I do not know how they're going to get her in the theater, but I am here for it. I am so excited.
Talking about the plant, right?
Yes,
Say Audrey? Okay.
yes, Audrey too. I guess that's Audrey too. So no, phenomenal costumes. Music's great. It's great. We are going to try to get the cast here onto Warren first sometime soon to talk with us. The other thing that is coming up audition wise for you adults who like to do shows is Rocky the Musical. Yes, guys, that is not Rocky and Bullwinkle. That is Rocky the Boxer. So that is going to be so exciting. Auditions for that are April 18th from 2 to 3:30, and then Sunday, April 19th from 3 to 5. You can find out more about that on the Warren Arts Facebook page. Am I not seeing?
He's posted it.
No. Well, I know. I was looking to see where the age was, but I'm not finding the age. But yeah. So we've got lots of exciting stuff coming up. And look, now we're going into pink.
This is what I had last week.
I like the pink. But yeah, just so you guys are aware, there were 80 kids that auditioned for Finding Nemo. That is the largest cast they've had for a kids show yet. The kids are everywhere. It's going to be mass chaos, but it's going to be a phenomenal show.
Great.
I know. I'm
And
so
I cannot
excited.
wait.
I know. I love all this theater stuff that we're doing. Oh, also, I don't have a lot of information yet, guys. Bear with me. But the theater club at the high school is cooking something up. Coming up in May, it's a murder mystery show. I don't know if we're doing dinner with it or not. There's been some talk. And as I get more information on that, I will make sure to let you guys know.
Please.
So I'm very excited about that.
Oh my
thank you,
gosh.
Michael.
Now we're being served by Sir Michael.
So this is peaches and cream. Okay, well, let's see.
I
don't
can
know,
already smell the
'cause
difference.
I can too. That is definitely, that's weird because he even showed me the container. There, now I'm getting that peachy. Oh, that's that. Yes. See,
Thank
there we go. As somebody who uses the same tea at home, I was like, something's
You're
not
going to
right.
share the same one so we don't mix.
Yes. Okay.
Do you need anything else?
Ooh, Gerard Butler and $1 million, please.
Don't we all? Don't we all? And I want him to sing to me while he's serving me tea.
Right? Or just talk. Just give me that Scottish accent, please.
Oh my gosh. All right. This is, again, if you got allergies and things, let me tell you, some lemon in any of your teas is great. Also, a cool thing I just done.
Local honey.
Yes. So hear me out. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Local though, because
and it has to be spring honey or fall honey. Like when it's fall time, it needs to be fall. And spring is spring.
There we go.
Just to remind everybody on that note. And then also too, to tell everybody this as well, if you haven't, I don't know if they have any more left, Cindy at Juicy's Wellness and Cafe, which of course will be there this Thursday. They made their famous elderberry syrup that's organically made and made with local honey. And what I have done, and this is, I'm not joking, I bought a silicone stencil of like gumdrops, and I put that in there, and I froze them, and I put them in any of my teas I drink, my hot teas.
So there you go. Elderberry is another thing that I no longer can have. Thank you so much, Buddy.
I'm sorry.
I know, but it's okay. But I can have the local honey. And Ken Beck, who used to own the Mitered Frame, that's who I get my honey from, and he sells at the farmer's market, and it's a good price, and it's good stuff. But Matt used to have allergies really bad. And so we just started giving him,
he's got some,
giving him a spoonful of honey, local. Do not go to Walmart and get your honey. You need the bees to be getting from local plants.
Oh my God, thank you, Michael, for this.
Yeah, that's much better.
So much better.
But anyway,
Can I have
but that
some
will
cream
help your
when you get a
allergies.
chance,
Oh,
Michael?
yes, because then peaches and cream.
Yeah. Can I have some cream? Thank you. But again, right just a few minutes ago, if y'all didn't see it, it's a 16-ounce mason jar. Brian Carr was holding up this elderberry concoction that's made organically at Juicy's. Cindy made it. 16 ounces. It was for $25. And then I drink it at night and in the morning. Did I like mute you, Brian, or did you mute yourself? I can't hear you if you're talking.
No, I'm not talking at all. I'm just showing.
Okay. So you can either drink it out of the jar or drink it out of a spoon, you know, whatever. But I'm telling you, when you do it right, it's phenomenal. Oh, thank you so much, Michael.
I'm telling you.
I think
love
next
this
time
place.
I'm going to bring Michael like a butler outfit, you know.
Get him a French. You know what? I've got a French maid costume in the basement.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
I know. I will go ahead. I normally do not add cream unless it's my chai.
You need to do a little at a time. That's a lot of cream.
I know, but it's peaches and cream, and it helps to cool it off.
So good. That's perfect. Thank you.
Oh no, that is perfect.
So perfect.
So,
So with that being said, because I was about to say Michael, Brian, is there anything on your end that you've been the talk of the town? You've heard anything that you need to get out before we do one more break?
Listen, we've got a lot of stuff going on right now. The tickets for the Republican Reagan Day dinner, they are going fast. So I would encourage everybody to go ahead and get those.
Got mine.
I will not. Beta induction is that night, so I will need to be there.
Hey, Michael, there's a lady looking for, I think, for help, and I think she's walking away now. Never mind. Yeah,
and then she's out the door.
Yeah, she's out the door. Sorry. Yeah.
We've also got, like Melly said, we've got the wonderful Warren Arts productions that are coming up here soon with the Finding Nemo. But first, we've got the adults with Little Shop of Horror, and that's a Greg Garrison production right there. So we're looking forward to that one. That'll be coming up weekend after next. But there's so much going on because we've got the Angel Gala. It's the Children's Advocacy Gala, and they're calling it Rubies, Diamonds, and Sapphires.
Sapphire, rubies, and diamonds.
I love that.
Okay, so red, white, and blue there. And that's going on. That's a big thing that's going on. We've also got the Women's Republican Party having their a shout out to Mr. Bill Zeckman for last night for his performance.
He gets a hand clap.
Yes, we have.
Yes.
And that was a heavy undertaking, and it was just really a candidate introduction, basically.
Yeah.
So each of the candidates until you got to the sheriffs and county executives, and there was some pretty interesting things that were said, especially in the executive. Mr. Farrell, he had some interesting comments to make over there.
Which you can, if y'all missed that, you can tune in on WCPI's and re-listen to it, I believe.
I may need to do that then.
I'm going to try to get the audio from them to see if we can get that. Ben Longman aired it live last night as well. So there's many ways to rewatch that. And I encourage everybody, whether it's ours or somebody else's function, you need to go to as many as possible to listen to these candidates, to
Yes.
get the information.
And
Mhm.
rewatch it, because you've got a lot of information getting thrown at you, and sometimes you're like, did I
Mhm.
just hear what I thought I heard?
Yes.
So rewatch it. Make
So-
sure take notes.
With that being said, early voting starts tomorrow. So,
yes.
With that being said, Susie sent this out to all the media companies.
Wonderful.
Here are the early voting hours for the Warren County. Early voting, Warren County Administrative Building in the early voting room, which is located at 201 Locust Street in McMinnville, starts April the 15th through April the 30th. Monday, 11 a.m. Monday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And Saturdays are 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Early voting at the Centertown Community Center, which is located at 92 Gilbert Street in McMinnville. That's going to be April the 27th through the 30th. Monday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday through Friday, 9 to 6 p.m. And Saturday, 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Now, we did share this on our social media in case anybody wants to know where you can see this. Early voting in the Morrison Ruatan Club, which is located at 121 West Maple Street. That again, April the 24th through the 30th. Monday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday, 9 to 12. And if you have any questions, please contact Susie Davenport. She's the administrator of the elections at 473-5834. It's not on their page. We made a thing, Brian, on ours, if you want to go to it.
Yeah.
Sydney made it for us. So again, this is what we got. This is what we know. But if y'all have any questions about your district, what district you live in, things like that, you can even call Susie at 473-5834. So again, elections in the Warren County community start tomorrow. And then Morrison and the Centertown area starts on the 24th.
Yeah.
So there is no excuse to not vote. Now, I encourage to early vote.
I do. Yeah.
But if you have been busy, it's okay if you don't feel like early voting. You want to wait till Cinco de Mayo because of all these upcoming forums and debates.
Yeah.
Or it gives you time to at least watch the debates and the forums. But I suggest highly to get to know your candidates and figure out who is going to best represent you.
Oh, since we're talking about this, because I asked this question and I've not been on air to tell you guys.
Yeah.
So I'm in a unique position where my son is at MTSU, and he is in an apartment, so that's technically his house.
Yeah.
But he still comes and lives with us when
and his
he's not
driver's
there.
license probably says y'all's address.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes, it
wherever
does.
your last address is, that's where you vote.
Actually, no. I talked to Susie, and she said because he is a college student, he gets to choose. He can register and vote in Murfreesboro, but he will not be able to vote for Warren County local. But if he's just interested in voting on the state level, then he can do it in Murfreesboro. So if you also have a college student who is living at college and you're trying to well, where do they vote? There's your answer. They get to choose. But if they want to vote local, they will need to vote here. But she said you will need to do an absentee ballot, and you will have to apply for that in person. So when they get home, do that. So there you go.
And other ways you can check out sample ballots and more is going online at govotetn.com. You can actually also download the app as well to see what's going on with the upcoming registration and the votes. Because if I'm remember this right, and I'm going to go to my app right now, it actually, since everything's starting to go on, you can click on the full website, but it normally has, no, it's not transferred over. So right now, it looks like, I know you might not be able to see this, but this, well, sorry, Brian. I'm going to take, So normally it looks like this for the longest time, but then when the election starts, early voting and then some, it actually changes with your options. Like you can see a ballot and things like that. And it tries to keep up with the results as well. And if you want to see the past results of past elections, you can see that as well on the Tennessee page of the Secretary of State, Trey Haggard. So, but it has been, I mean, Brian, come back, bro. Come back. We need you back.
Are we doing birthday shout outs?
You can.
Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and do this because I don't ever get to see him anymore, but he's out there somewhere and his aunt's normally somewhere in our podcast. But Kane Shields is turning 20 years old today, or has turned 20 years old today. So, baby, if you are seeing this, if you are out there, I hope you have an incredible and amazing birthday. I love you so much and super proud of everything you've accomplished in this 20 years.
I love it.
Yes.
One of your babies.
He's Matt's best friend. I mean, they've known each other since first grade. So, yeah.
Okay.
Great. I mean, just a great kid. I don't know where he's at, though, because he was working at Fazoli's, and we don't have that no more.
Now we have the Happy Buffalo Wings, but who wants to eat a Happy Buffalo wing?
It's not open, though, is it?
It's not yet.
Working on that.
My son goes, Mom, I would be sad if I was a buffalo wing. Like, I didn't want to die. You know, like he's like, I don't want to, how are you happy?
He way thought into that one.
He dug deep. What's up, Brian?
Oh, nothing. I'm excited about trying one of their wings. I know
Me
nothing,
too.
I know nothing about them.
Me either.
Same. I know very little.
Yes, a little.
But the food is smelling delicious here. If you have not checked out Zora's Tea Room and Cafe, you guys need to see what Jeff, Michael, and his family and staff have done to this place.
Is there a special today?
This is such a phenomenal establishment. The way that they have turned things around in here, to the tablecloths, to the to the teacups.
Come here, Michael.
No, Michael, don't do it. I've already been there.
We've already done that. Well, did you hear what he said?
What's today's special?
No, it's vegetable soup.
Just tell me.
Vegetable soup with cornbread.
Vegetable soup and cornbread.
We have a $9.99 special, which is the half a sandwich.
$9.99 special. That is the
And
pasta
their egg
salad
salad
and a
is
half
amazing.
sandwich.
Egg salad is great. Chicken salad is the
Are you guys still doing the cucumber one?
Yes.
Okay, so if you guys have ever gone to like a baby shower and you've got those really yummy cucumber sandwiches, they do it on a large scale. That's a lot better here. It's
Can we
so
get,
good.
Is that like an appetizer here?
No. You get the whole sandwich. It's so good.
Oh, I
And
know what you're talking about.
Look,
Yeah,
But
I
the
think
the Reuben is the best.
It's a
Michael
shame
is
Hope won't
approving
get
of
on
the
air.
Reuben.
And then we have the famous Jim Dandy that's just like the
The famous
Dairy Queen.
Jim Dandy, which was just like the old Dairy Queen used to do.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Dairy Hill?
No, just
The Dairy Queen one?
ice cream thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I didn't know if it used to be called Dairy Hill, then it went to
And I
Dairy
think
Queen.
Some of them was called Dairy
Ooh, is that the
Queen.
vegetable soup?
That's the vegetable soup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I got vegetables in it.
And the cornbread is homemade.
Homemade cornbread.
Cast iron skillet.
Look,
Yeah.
if it's anything like
Michael's
if
too
it's
afraid to
anything
come
like
on
Jeff's
camera,
Hush
but he's not
Puppies,
afraid to talk. I just
I hate Hope didn't come on air because she's cute as a button.
they both have got scared. They're
I
like,
know, they're like,
no. But guys, it has been such a blast at Zora's. I mean, if you have not been here, please come and check it out. They've got all their signage up, which yours truly. We need to give a hand clap to Melody Krim right now.
Oh, well, not early, but yeah. But mine's similar to that. That's an offshoot of mine.
But it still is. It's a copycat of yours to a point.
Yeah, mine's on the menu, but yeah.
But Miss Melody Krim helped make the logo and the
I did
new
it for
brand
Timmy's
for
too,
Zora's.
yeah.
And she does such a phenomenal job.
I am
This
not
little
a graphic
entrepreneur-
artist.
Yes, you are.
But I'm not. But I know how to piece them, put things together.
You see all that?
Well, see, that's pieces of mine created.
Again, it
yeah.
takes a village.
It does.
To make
It
things
does.
happen.
He's like, I want the Z to do that. I was like, okay, let's see what we can do.
Yeah. But
Tell me what you want. I'll give it my best shot.
But
I'm
we
good at
are
listening to follow
hungry.
directions.
I haven't had breakfast yet, so I'm gonna get hangry and I'm gonna play with that if I don't.
I know. Well, me too, girl. Me
yeah.
too. I love
But,
that thing.
Guys,
but
it has been a
come on.
blast hanging at Zora's Tea Room and Cafe. Check out their specials. They did post the other day their Monday through Friday specials, and we did share that on social media.
And the desserts are looking good over there too. There's some
Mm-hmm.
spring cookies over there that are so yummy.
Yes.
And
I want to
some
say I
cakes.
feel like Jeff's grandma Zora would be so proud. I say
I
this
would
all
agree.
the time. So proud of him. And I would have loved to have met her to sit down
Mhm.
and be like, how do you love, like, did you ever think this was going to happen?
Right. Well, I mean, that's like Gypsy Soul Fudge. That's my granny.
Yeah.
My granny is Gypsy. And I think that a lot of the time when it does come to food, we do go back to our grandmothers
roots.
because, I mean, that's where our love, a lot of us, our love of food began. That was the only time I got cooking like this. My mom didn't cook like this. She was Northern. She didn't know how to Southern cook. But I mean, like my granny made this apricot Jello salad. And it took me forever to find the recipe, but it's one of my favorite things to make on Thanksgiving. I mean, that was all her.
Well, from the bottom of my heart, we just want to say thank you again to Zora.
Yeah.
Thanks again to Brian for chiming in. I know you need to go take your nappy nap, so he's got to get ready for work. We have to eat some lunch, and then I got to do some more work. So, guys, remember, you can always either choose to be a blessing or a curse. But remember, Warren County, keep it first.